Chapter 5. Stuck serving something. Next step we need to make is bringing our troops home, because they've been out too long. I mean, they're about to be freshly 18 or be able to buy their own drink. That's how long we've been out in war. And I was curious to know. So I said, let's see where we at. I hit up all the research. And apparently, according to Wiki, we began our surprise military invasion around March 20th, 5:30 a.m. Which, ask anybody, that is a great time if you want to get in a surprise invasion. No, we didn't declare war, which is a good thing. Like, cause I heard there's a thing called declaration of war, and I was like, who wants to declare war, huh? Who just hits up their enemy like, hey, it was yeah, good talking to you. By the way, I'm about to fuck your ass up. I'm about to kill all your peeps, take all your wives and concubines, get all your money, cause I don't like your face. You're a good guy. Other than that, great guy, good manners, throw the best parties, but your face, it's kind of off to me. It just throws me off, gives me an off-putting feeling. Okay, you hear what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be around your neighborhood around, say, July 29th. I'm about to take all them lives, okay? So no surprise. And I'm like, what? No, I'd rather surprise any day. But apparently, when you're on the up and up and you're all of good standards and heart, like the Americans and other folks, you declare war sometime. But we couldn't declare it this time. No. No, we cannot declare. And it wasn't because we was trying to be sneaky. No. Not trying to be sneaky at all. It's because we couldn't afford to go. We didn't have the funding because we are broke and we're going further in debt. Further down the hole we go. So apparently the government, they went into some off-the-book funding and they funded this war. Chugga. Off the books. What? Where do you get off the books money? Is that a legal thing? Off the books money? I don't know. Skipping that. Moving forward. We're not going to get stuck in the details. So we had to get some of that off the book money because we honestly really needed to go to war. And it wasn't because we was on some sneaky shit. No, we needed to defend our honor, our country, our way of life. We couldn't just let people slap us like that and turn the other cheek. That's not what good Christians do. We don't turn the other cheek. I mean, that's not what good Americans do. Sorry, I got a little mixed up there. But you know what I'm talking about. Regardless, though, off the books money or regular money, you would think that, with the intelligence we got, CIA, FBI, Big Mama, we went in with an affordable yet solid plan. Right? That wouldn't cost too much or take too many lives, right? I mean, because we got our game on tight. So yeah, we had to go to war. We had to, because the American folks, they was at our throats. They was like, you got to get out there. You need to get Osama bin Laden and kill all them ragheads. Oh, they said all that. Yes, I'm pretty sure they did say all that. Everything included. Caps too. Just, okay. Okay. Some people might get mad and say, oh, okay, Shep, what you trying to say? You trying to say we shouldn't have got Osama and his boys for what they did to us? You trying to say that we should have let that shit slide? No, I ain't saying that at all. If motherfucking Freddy Krueger is chasing me in my dreams, I'm not going to turn the other cheek when he slaps me. No, I'm going to rip his heart out and feed it to him real quick. Like, you like that? Yeah, now who the bitch? What I'm saying, though, is make sure you got your story straight. Make sure all the evidence really lines up. Make sure we ain't getting played. Now, not everything that you see and hear is really what it be. You see what I'm saying? And I know there's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, all around it. I'm not even going to get into that shit. We just going to skip like a rock over water, right through them conspiracy theories. We don't need to talk about the fact that the towers couldn't have fallen down that fast from just a plane attack. Nah. It doesn't matter that the Bushes and the Bin Ladens were such tight friends, they would have barbecue parties on weekends. Who cares if Osama was trained by America herself? It is all irrelevant. We don't need to discuss any of that ish, okay? One thing that just keeps nagging me in the back of my mind, just burrowing down in my brain, because, when the pieces of the puzzle don't fit, I got to question it. And what I'm questioning is the lack of evidence on Osama bin Laden. Like when they say they caught him and everything. Now, I wasn't like most people. They was probably more excited than these Super Bowl games. They was running around rioting. I was just like, okay, it's about damn time. Shit, I thought you would never catch him. I thought the nigga was honestly dead, and y'all was just using it as an excuse to land grab and get that oil. My bad. Democracy. Spreading that democracy. That's what I meant to say. You wouldn't be land grabbing oil, and yeah, I'm sorry. What was I thinking? That was old thoughts. Oh me. Don't worry about that. Hold on. You know what? You know what really irks me? is the reason they gave for why we would have no evidence of this great American achievement. And what I mean by evidence is, one, how come you couldn't have taken him alive? Was it really that deep? Was he really giving you a hard Koopa in-battle boss fight? He was moving around with his dialysis machine like, and you just had to pop him? And I don't even care. Moving past the kill point. So what? You killed him. Boom. How come we couldn't have got a picture of his face, huh? You couldn't have sitting down there and taken a selfie like click, 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 click. Because the reason why they said we would never be able to see his face is because they had to throw him overboard. And I said, whoa, what you mean you had to throw him overboard? Was he feel? Oh, I get it. Just like an evil supervillain living in a cave with a dialysis machine, he had a backup plan just in case anybody ever caught him. He put like what? A biological disease inside of his body with a timer that would go off when he was killed and his heart stopped beeping, and you had to get rid of it to save us. That's what happened, right? That's what my brain first thought. No, it wasn't that. No, it was something a little bit more sweeter, a little bit more dramatic, more heartstrings pulling, just really tugs at the anchors of your heart. Just, you don't know how to feel about it. So apparently what happened was, well, hello and welcome to CNWB. It's your host, Bobby Lee. And I'm here with the leader of the SEAL Team 6 to help bring to justice that ever so terrorizing terrorist. Yes, you know who he is. Osama bin Laden. Well, not anymore, apparently. And we would have loved to bring him to trial, just like we did Saddam Hussein, by a jury of his own peers. Nothing more truer and more pure than a trial by America. Ain't that right, folks? But unfortunately, we ran into some complications. And here to explain those complications is Rob. Now go ahead, Rob, take it over. And just for the record, there are no leaders of the SEAL team, okay? We are all a brotherhood. We are united equally, okay? But if there was a leader, you are spot on, Bob. Now, it's actually Bobby Lee, just one word. You know what? Just shut the fuck up now. So I'm talking to the people. But anyways, back to the Osama thing. Okay, so see what happened was when we caught him, we was headed on the way back with the proof of life or, proof of death in this case. And we were just boom, boom, boom. And then we got the call from the top brass saying that it was almost his Sabbath time. We only had a few minutes to throw him overboard before we would have desecrated his image to God or something like that. And I said, oh, damn. Okay. And when you in the army, you don't question, you just do, okay? And that's what we did. We just did. We threw him right overboard. Because no one knows the ramifications of this. He could have been stuck here as a ghost for all we know if we didn't honor his image with God. And that's the last thing the American folks need is an Osama ghost. Trust me, folks. You think he terrorized in the real life? Imagine the afterlife. I saved you guys a debt of crimes. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And you think you guys are upset? You think you were all in your feelings and hurt? Guess what? Get in line, because I'm more upset than the rest of y'all. Because you know what? Do you know how long it took us to find him? How much sand I had in my ass all day? And then on top of all that, I drew straws. You hear what I'm saying? And I won. I was about to get the head. And I was going to take this beautiful Osama head and hang it right up on my wall, right between my tiger and my ex-wife. My Instagram feed was going to be popping. And all these cats out here bragging about they hunt big game. And all they got is lions, tigers, and elephants, man. Big game? You don't know big game. Do you understand how lame that is? I hunt the most elusive prey. You lame ducks. I went through a whole box of Kleenex last night. Just tears all over the place. It was just, you wouldn't have want to seen it. It was just ugly, real ugly. Just real ugly. I'm talking 2 gallons of ice cream, whole box of cereal ugly. Just all in my emotions. And I love to eat when I'm in my emotions. And when I heard the reasoning for why there would be no physical evidence of this great monumental moment, I had to it's just it's just like when you feel like they won't surprise you anymore, they go out of their way and they just blow your fucking mind. What? It's just like, God, we have so much heart. That, you know what? That's why I love living in the US of A. Because we are just the best. We're so sweet. I don't even think they make cinnamon rolls that sweet, guys. Do you hear what I'm saying? Man, it kills me. It's like, how was slavery even a thing, right? Who made that up? Who was part of that, huh? It's not the same people that are running us down. Because right now, we are top-notch good guys. Do you hear what I'm saying? Now, there's many of reasons why we should bring our troops home. One reason, indeed, is the fact that some of these people that put their lives on their line to stop this so-called Osama threat are living in homeless situations, are living in drug-addicted situations. Which is funny, because it's funny how one thing leads to one thing, which leads to another thing. You know, I was talking to one of my new friends, military cat, you know what I'm saying? He was telling me about the stuff that they did in the military, about how they would give soldiers drugs and stuff. Well, some of the things they did was give soldiers drugs. I was like, drugs? What kind of drugs are you talking about? Like weed or something? And he was like, well, yeah, weed, LSD, acid, coke, you name it. I was like, what the fuck? They even did experimental stuff on folks, trial stuff. I said, See, that's why I could never be in that army shit. And it's not that I don't want to fight that good fight or put down my life or I'm afraid of death. No, none of that. None of the above. See, what I'm not is a yes, sir, or yes, ma'am. No. There is no way. But it makes sense that they're able to do that. Once you got the mind, the rest will follow. Everybody like, okay, sir, yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. Yeah. They could become the ultimate brown nosers. See, I couldn't do that. Some dude come to me with a pill, be like, hey, man, here, take this pill. What is it? Doesn't matter. Just swallow it. Throw it down your throat. No. How about you throw it down your throat? Because I don't do this stuff. I don't throw anything foreign down my throat unless it's pussy. Do you hear what I'm saying? So here, you throw it down your throat and we'll see how that goes. Who do you think you're talking to, maggot? You will take this pill. This ain't no regular motherfucking deal. Do you know who I am? Huh? No. We is no motherfucking army, cuz. Shit. We ain't like those people in America. Now, we may be affiliated because we fly under the same flag, but we definitely don't fly under the same law. This is military law, bitch. And you better take this shit or you're going to have to find out the bad end of military law. Now, take this pill. This ain't no game. This ain't no choice. Do you hear me? This is for life. You got to listen to what we say every day till you die. Do you hear what I'm saying? You are mine. Now, take this motherfucking pill. Boy. Now, besides that factor of trying to heal our people already that have lost their lives or give them homes, get them off this situation of addiction, money is also a great motivator. There's so much money being made off this war that has been going on for 18 years or more. Money being made from people invested into the company. You know, when rich folks invest into bullets or army equipment, they make money when when their government friends buy their stuff to go to war, which means they're making money off their sacrifice. Now, besides that little bit of money, or that not really little bit of money, they also make money over there. The more land they get, the more power they get. The more power you get, the more money you'll always have. That's another thing. Now, if this was truly about safety, about national security, about the America's people best interests, don't people know the best defense? That's what you want to do for your people. You want to defend them against all enemy threats. I think instead of a swift and decisive offense, we should have a miraculous defense. See, for me, the phrase flips around a different way. The best offense is a great defense. Let me say it again. The best offense is a great defense. Because you could be on that Spartan level, you know, like 300. Remember that movie? Where they was chopping up their enemies like they was nothing? They had a defense strategy that would always whoop ass, that would always kill, until someone betrayed them and people were able to slip in the backside. But if they were never betrayed, the way they played the game, they was always going to win, man, because they had a great defense. Spartan defense was the best kind of defense, which made their offense killer. Because this is just our defense, boy. No, you don't want to see us break out the offense. You don't want to see it. You heard? If you got your defense game on pack, by the time your enemy gets to you, if they even do, those numbers are going to be significantly whittled down. You know what I'm saying? Because most people have been dead by now or scared because they done run off and they was smart. Like, I never understood it when I seen it in a movie when cats is like overcoming the odds and like the enemy keeps running in like they dumb. I'm just like, nigga, I would play dead or get the fuck out. Just run real quick. I was like, you said they immortal and you want to fight them. All right, cool. I'm not gonna hang in the back, third to the back because I got some great skills. You know how I be laying it down. And you know what I'm saying? I just want to come in at the right appropriate time and then just dip out when nobody was looking. You got me fucked up. If your defense game is on point like that, they ain't gonna mess with you. But see, that's not what the war's about. It's not about defense or safety. Right now, we're witnessing the most slickest land grab in history. Land grab. Other people call it pioneering, discovering, but that's something that folks used to do back in the day. England used to do it. Hitler used to do it. But, those folks, they did it in a bold, blunt, right in front of your face type of way. And, people either succeeded or they didn't. England succeeded a lot, you know what I'm saying, until they didn't with America, right? Like, y'all went around conquering people all over the planet, and then America just it whooped your ass. But anyways, right around the time y'all coincidentally lost to them, and now people land grab in a different type of way. It's kind of like if, say, Superman told us that he was out there doing his superhero-ly duties and saving the world and bringing about peace, but secretly he was just expanding his fortress of solitude. Like, Lex Luthor should have got rid of me. Which I always thought was funny. Superman's arch enemy was a black man with power and money and brains. The son of Krypton, taken by 3/5 of a man. The beauty. Because no one has ever land grabbed in the name of democracy under that beautiful flag of freedom. Nobody's ever done that. It's like the honey or the vinegar theory. When catching flies, you can use either honey or vinegar. Now, they both catch flies, just one's more effective than the other. But besides the fact that we need to build up our defenses or that we need to fix what's wrong with us internally, there's other reasons why we should bring our troops home. And that's debt, because we are spending so much money on this war, or not war, because they don't even call it war. They're calling it an overseas contingency operation. But that wasn't until 2010. Before 2010, they really couldn't classify it as a name. They just, we got to do what we got to do. But as soon as we were able to classify it as overseas contingencies, we no longer had to dip into that off the books money. We were able to go for that federal dough. I said, overseas contingencies. Wow. You know what? I'm learning so much. I love learning from America. It's just Americans, whoever kins, whatever you want to call them, the forefathers, the dadas. The wordplay with y'all cats is just like amazing. The way you say something but don't say it is just next level with it. I mean, y'all cats are so slick. You could walk up to the king of the jungle and talk the teeth right out of his mouth. Leave him with no pride, no mane. He goes straight vegan for life. That's how slick you spit them lies. I would love you as a lawyer. As a friend or a family member, not so much, because who truly knows where your intentions really lie, right? So when this holy invasion began in 2003, by the time of 2018, we had already spent $4 trillion on this baby. $4 trillion. And if that wasn't a high enough number, then there was other costs that hit us along the way, like the cost of indirect cost. Yeah. And then what that is stuff that you just didn't plan for, like, broken bodies, expended ammo, stuff that you knew could definitely be a thing. You just didn't know how high of a cost it would cost you. And, like I said, we started in 2003, and by the time of 2008, 5 years later, we had already amounted to about $900 billion in indirect costs. I said, damn. And it said, with interest. I said, interest? We got indirect costs and interest? Who the fuck is charging us interest on doing our patriotic duty? How do you sit down and have that conversation like, oh, yes, I would be glad to help you with a loan to save our country. You know what? That is awesome. I can't wait. How much did you need? You need this much? Nothing. Don't say nothing. We got you. It's on us. And you know what? Now, I'm not going to charge you that normal interest, of course, because, we close. Not family close, but we close. But it wouldn't be American of me not to charge you any interest, So let's just round it down to 10.3. Does that sound good to you? Does it sound fair? I mean, it was 10.5, but I believe we can slide a little bit when it comes to you and I. Don't you think? Who out there is putting a little bit more money tacked onto us? And I say who, but I know who. There's definitely got to be some big business, some American big business, I'm assuming. I really can't say with 100% certainty because I didn't really dive deep to see who we owe money to. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter to me. And at the rate we're going with this indirect cost, by the time of 2018, we would have already spent $3 trillion in costs that we just didn't plan for. $3 trillion. Added on to this $4 trillion, that's $7 trillion. And 3/4 of that is things that we just didn't plan on. Okay. Now we got to dig a little deeper, I guess. And this was all in 2018, 2 years ago. So imagine how far we've come since then. So these cats, no, they ain't cats. These possums, no, that don't feel right. These rats, yeah, there it is. These rats are making money off all our backs. They're making money off your kids' back, your father's back, your brother's back, your sister's backs, all them backs, laughing all the way to the bank. And we thought 50 Cent laughed hard to that motherfucker. Now these cats is laughing even harder because we don't know what kind of game we in. We in the spider's web. But these ain't no regular type of spiders. No. These some badass spiders, okay? They don't just got 2 or 3 flies lined up on the lines that just accidentally got there. Nah, they got a whole bunch of flies lined up on all the lines. Wherever there's space they can fit you, they'll get you in. And these flies, they didn't just accidentally land in there. No, they went willingly. They said, oh, okay, you offering freedom and a chance to a better life. Where do I sign up at? Oh, you ain't got to sign up nowhere. Just lay right here and we'll take care of the rest. So besides the normal cost of war, indirect cost, there was another cost to us. And that was the cost of overestimation. I said, damn, okay, let's look up into this bitch. And apparently we waste billions of dollars annually on overestimating. And for those who don't know what overestimating is, that's when you say it's going to cost about $4 billion to do what you need to do to get the war done. But it technically only costs about $2 billion. But you got to spend the rest of that $2 billion because you said you wanted 4. I'm like, really? I can't get no change on that. Can't give me no change. Okay, I see what's going on. Can't give me no change. Got me on that high interest. I'm like, are we in the same game anymore? Are we family? Because I thought we was family because I'm not even getting a family/patriotic discount. No, I'm getting that I've seen you around the neighborhood, but I really don't know you discount. That's the kind of discount I'm getting. And which is weird because we've been rolling together for generations. You gonna do me like that? You gonna sit here and look me in my eye after I bought you that good steak, that good Gucci, that fabulous wine, and even a beautiful dime all off on my pocket. And you gonna sit here and do me like that? Now don't sit here and act like you ain't gonna get your cut. Because you gonna get it. You just gotta grind a couple more motherfuckers. What's that to you? You bone crusher after all. It's as simple as dotting an I or crossing a T for you. You don't even have to break a sweat. You're right. It's nothing really much to me. I just gotta push a couple people more here, grind a couple more folks, but you're really making me work for that extra, aren't you? So you catching this? You grasping it yet? The powers that be waste billions of dollars annually. That's every motherfucking year. For those who don't know, a little bit too slow on overestimating. How are you overestimating when the people that you buying from are your friends, your family, your countrymen? How you do that? Now, I ain't stupid. I always know estimating or overestimating is going to cost you. But I never imagined it would be in the billions. No, Nah, more like 5 on it. 10 on it. Something simple, not in the billions on it. I'm like, oh, I did not co-sign on that shit. Don't be trying to associate me with y'all debt. Because when them niggas try to come collect, say, China, England, whoever we owe money to, and they like, I be like, I don't know these niggas. They be like, you American, right? I be like, now I see how you would think that, but it's a common misconception. See, what I am is an earthican, a human being, child of God. Glad to meet you. I don't be associated with no neighborhood, no area code, no state, no county, no country, no family, no gang, no nothing of that sort. I'm just like, if you cool, I'm cool, we cool together, That's the kind of person I am, you see? So I'm curious, why are we over there? Because, we caught Osama and company. It took us about 10 years to get there, but we got there. And we got some additional targets along the way. So what are we doing over there still? Granting freedom? Because before 9/11, nobody even knew they were being oppressed. But then it was like, oh, by the way, there's this guy in the desert named Saddam Hussein. Some people say we might have put him into power. I'm not going to get into that right now, but he is causing some problems for his people. Americans were like, okay, and he's got WMDs. Say no more. Get that monster. And from there on out, we were able to frog leap from one monster to another monster to another monster. And I'm like, if y'all cats are so worried about monsters, why don't we take care of the monsters that are in our country right now? Because no matter where you go, there are going to be monsters everywhere just chomping down on folks. And some of the craziest ones are living with us. They're right inside our borders. And if you can't see them, put your glasses on. But see, I know why we're still there. Or at least one of the reasons why we're still there, besides the obvious one. There's the main reason. You see, when you get people focused on one thing, distracted about that superficial level, like skin deep, then it doesn't matter what type of towel head, what type of nigga, what type of chink, what type of spick, what type of cracker at the end of the day, when you hating on that skin deep level. And when you hate on that skin deep level, that's a person you can't reason with. That's a person that you can't make peace with. You just gotta ignore them and live your own life peacefully, or don't if they won't let you, and get rid of that weed permanently. That's the type of hate that you just can't negotiate with. You just gotta eradicate it. And that's the beauty of America. Separation on its finest level. A very intricate spider's web indeed. Right now, we don't need to be playing offense. We need to be playing defense, building our people up, because we are hurting from the inside out. We have internal bleeding. We are slowly choking on our own blood. This is going to be one slow, excruciating death if we don't fix this problem and nip it in the bud right now. And I don't mean us dying as individuals, but us dying as a whole. The whole world will cease to exist if we don't fix what's wrong with us. Now, 2 more crazy facts before we move on to lighter things. Did you know that America's military budget is higher than 9 other countries combined? I was like, okay. Now, obviously, I got to look at this from both angles. I got to play devil's advocate. Like, where are they getting these 9 other countries? Did they pick the 9 poorest countries and like, so you could just throw that shit in America's face? Like, ha, you dog. But then you look at other numbers, like America has the highest incarceration rate. Even though we only represent 4.4% of the world's population. Get that. We only represent 4.4% of the world's population. Yet we house 22% of the world's prisoners. Check out those numbers. I mean, there's all types of numbers that show like how we have more gun violence than other countries who have fewer gun laws and more access to guns. But we still reign number 1 when it comes to... I guess, America's like that real life Grand Theft Auto. Second fun fact. Well, not really fun, but did you know that America has been at war since its conception, from either inside its borders or out? Yeah. So always fighting. I think it's time we stop fighting for a change and fix ourselves up first. Let's bring our troops home. They need to be here with their loving families, helping us raise the future, keeping us sharp and ready. We don't need to be at war. We need to be fortifying our land, strengthening ourselves from the inside out, building not just the communities up, but our people and a better future for those to come. End of chapter 5.